feel like you are failing as a homeschool mom. Maybe you have a wide range of ages to teach at the same time and you feel like you are not meeting everyone's needs, so you must be failing them. What are you doing wrong? One of your children is really struggling with learning difficulties. It's a good thing you caught yourself today before you said, "Why can't you get this? I don't know how else to explain it to you." It's just better to send them back to school. Maybe no one is interested in the curriculum. You are doing everything you can to make it interesting and fun and not all textbooks, but you still get pushback. They are bored, unmotivated, and easily distracted. They just want to play video games. Mom life, homeschool, household chores, working part-time, and growing a business, it all gets mixed together, and it's a lot to balance it all. Perhaps you paused a career to stay home with your children. Now the family finances are less, and sometimes you wonder if the family would be better off if you had stayed working. How do you know if your child is behind or on par with other kids their age? There's not a lot of metrics or gauges to know if your child is learning what they need to know. You see other homeschool families doing wonderful things. You see all of their outings and crafts and lap books on social media. They must be learning so much while you're at home opening up the workbooks. You must be failing your kids by not giving them all of these exciting experiences. You feel pressured to make sure that your children are well-rounded, good citizens, in lots of extracurricular activities, and well-vacationed. You push your first child, wanting to give them the best so that they could be perfect. They were reading at 5 years old, and now your youngest, after 4 kids, is 7 and barely reading. You must be failing them. Does any of this sound familiar? Is this the tape that replays in your mind? All of these thoughts and concerns are a normal part of being a mom and a homeschooling mom. You are not alone. Why don't you say, I am normal. I am not alone. Having these concerns and feeling this way means that you care. You want to do everything you can to see your children succeed. However, constantly feeling like you are failing is draining. It makes you second guess your mom intuition and steals your joy. I'm here to help you to gain a strong mom mindset so that you stop feeling like you are a failure and enjoy being the homeschool mom you want to be. The number one key to a strong mom mindset is to decide what kind of mom you want to be, who you are, and what kind of mom you enjoy being. Let's get clear on this. Here's your assignment. With each question I ask, pause this video and answer them. If you want to stop feeling like you're failing as a mom, it is important that you get clear on your answers to these questions. Number 1, what about being a mom is important to you? What do you value? What is a priority to you? Pause the video and journal about this now. Question number 2, what do you like about being a mom? What brings you joy and makes you smile even in the hard moments? Number 3, what don't you like about being a mom? What can't you stand doing around the house that would be better if you just hired it out or taught the kids to take on that task or just didn't do it at all? Number 4, what things do you want to do as a mom with your children and for your children? What things do you want to do as a mom for yourself? And question number 5, this is a fun question. When you were a kid, how did you envision mom life to be? What did you think made a mom a good mom? Are those ideas still true? Or is mom life totally different from your kid perspective? Now, let's go deeper with understanding who you are as a mom, the mom you enjoy being, and the kind of mom you want to be, because remember, we are all growing. Go back to the answers you wrote down for your questions 1 and ask why or how come to each answer. Let's say that you wrote, spending time with my kids is important to me. Now ask why. Why is spending time with your kids important to you? Because I want to be present with them. Why? I want to look them in the eyes and laugh with them. I want to listen to their stories, even if it's the same story I've heard 100 times. Well, why? I want them to know that I'm here for them, so that when they are a teenager, they feel safe to come talk to me about anything. I'll still be present and available to listen and look them in the eyes. Why? Because I had that kind of relationship with my dad. I could tell him about the boys I liked and he wouldn't make fun of me. He just listened. That was special to me. Keep asking why or how come until you can't think of anything else left to say. Doing this exercise of asking why or how come again and again helps you go from the fruit all the way down to the root, so that you understand the reasons why it is a value to you or a priority as a mom. Let's do another example. Let's say that you wrote down, I want to stop focusing on all the things my kids do not do. It's so easy to see what they're doing wrong and not what they do right. Well, why do you want to stop focusing on all the things your kids do wrong? It makes me feel negative, and I complain a lot when I notice all the things that they do wrong. I don't like that about me. Well, why? When I nag and get frustrated, they probably just think, ugh, mom's in one of her moods again, and they're forced to do it rather than because they want to help. We are a family. I want us to work together as a team. Well, why? Because I'm tired of feeling like a maid. I need their help. I know they will be more willing to help out when I call out the good things that they do and acknowledge when they help. I know that thanking them and praising them for what they do goes a lot further than being negative. Can you relate to that one? The reality is that we see what we want to see, don't we? We tell ourselves the story we want to hear. Unless we are intentional to change our lenses, to change our perspective. By asking yourself these questions, the goal or the outcome is that you have your own true to you benchmark or a metric for the mom you are and the mom you want to be. The truth is, no one else gets to decide for you if you are failing as a mom. Social media isn't the standard for a great mom unless you let it dictate your image of a good mom. The in-laws may voice their opinion, but at the end of the day, you and your husband decide what is right for your children and your family living inside your four walls. So will you take time today or tomorrow, don't wait long after watching this video, to sit down with these questions and answer them? You will be amazed at the gift it is to get clear on the answers to these 5 questions. Journal your thoughts, and then I want you to circle the most important metrics for the mom you are and the mom you want to be. I encourage you to turn them into I am present tense statements. For example, I am a present and available mom for my kids. I listen well without judgment. I choose to see the good things my children are doing. I am full of gratitude for my kids. I praise them for the good things that they do. In the areas where there is room for growth and improvement in their lives, I encourage them in a positive way. Review these I am statements regularly, as often as you need to, for as long as you need to, so that you encourage yourself in who you are as a mom. Then, when you scroll through social or you chat over tea in your mom's group, you are clear on the kind of mom you are and the mom you are growing to be. And you can confidently say, that's great for her, but this is me. That's great for their family, but this is what's right for my family. The next time the thought that you are failing creeps back into your mind, you can say, this is the kind of mom I am, and pull out your I am statements. If the day goes all wrong, you can say, I did the best I could today. Tomorrow will be better. Here's what I'm thankful for about today. Is there something else that I can do today or tomorrow that will make this better? The biggest work you'll do each day is to work on your thoughts, your perspective. Knowing who you are and the kind of mom you want to be is how you keep the right perspective. It's how you have a strong mom mindset. I'd like to share a few more things that will help you to have a strong mom mindset. If you struggle with the feeling of failure because you didn't get it all done today, would you just say, it's okay, there's tomorrow? Ralph Waldo Emerson said, finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin it well and serenely and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. You have a strong mom mindset when you say, that's okay, there's tomorrow. I am a big to-do list person. I write it all down. Sometimes I'm still not okay with the to-do items still on my list when I put my head on my pillow at night, but I've come to realize that it will always be that way. And that's not a bad thing, especially as a homeschool mom with businesses. It means I'm creating and dreaming and growing. Is that you too? What helps me have a strong mom mindset is to think and pray over my to-do list as I lay my head on my pillow. And I attach joy to each task. And I use my imagination to picture myself doing them successfully with joy tomorrow. If a task shows up again and again on your to-do list, ask yourself, how important is this? Is this still a must-do, or is it a good idea, but not necessarily for now? Do I need to get help with this? Should I hire this out, or can I assign this to my husband or to the kids? I like to pick 1 or 2 main tasks that must be done in the day besides the normal everyday stuff. Then I block time for those 2 tasks to get done, just as if they were a dentist appointment. Anything else that gets done that day is a bonus, but getting those 2 main tasks done in the day fills me up with joy and accomplishment. How do you think that could work for you? What about when everyone is tired, unmotivated, or easily distracted? It's okay, flow with it. There are seasons of super productivity and you get so much done. And there are seasons of taking it slow, nurturing a little one, or playing more at home instead of dashing to all the activities. There are moments when rest is best. And let's come back to this math another day. If everyone is tired, check in with how well your sleep and rest is. Should you incorporate nap time or a quiet hour into your days, even for you, mom? Do you need a bubble bath or a walk or to go out and water your garden? How are you nurturing your soul? You get to decide. Is this a time to press through the lack of motivation and tiredness and just get it done? Or is it a time to close the books and play a game or go to the library or take a trail walk or paint? Flow with it. Should you slow down and snuggle on the couch with a read aloud book and hot chocolate? Can the kids build with Lego or color while you read aloud? There is always time to focus and to put your nose to the job and to get it done. I mean, if we didn't do that, well, we'd all be wearing our undies again a few times over and we'd have garbage all over the kitchen floor because no one has taken it out for a week. Maybe your grade 9 student has a test tomorrow and their science labs are due the same day. Yeah, they kind of need to press on, but they can pause for 15 minutes to go outside, to drink water, to talk, to jump on the trampoline, and then get back to work. Then there are times when a slowdown, a no school day, or switching up the activities is what everyone needs. You can pick back up with the workbooks tomorrow. You have a strong mom mindset when you sense the atmosphere in your home and you sense the needs of you and your children and you flow with it. If you're trying to teach a lot of different ages, remember that it takes time. Don't be hard on yourself when you're teaching a lot of different ages. A friend of mine with 8 children paired up those who were a year apart and kept them in the same grade doing the same level work. An older sibling can help the younger sibling learn their letters and their numbers. Unit studies bring the whole family together to learn history or science. You can tailor the work based on each child's level. The younger can scribble on or color an activity page while the older ones cut and glue and draw or research more about the topic. Those who want to act out what you're learning can put on a show, while some are the audience or the camera crew. Some seasons, all we managed to accomplish in a day was phonics, math, and spelling. Other seasons, we added geography or history or science. Some days we opened all the workbooks, and other days we crafted or took a nature walk or watched a video on the topic. Do what you can, and as their interests come, explore it. This encourages lifelong learners. You have a strong mom mindset when you remember that it takes time to teach several different ages each day. Get the older ones to help and do what you can with the time that you have. What if you, mom, and the kids are bored? Are you all bored with school? Well, what can you do to change things up? Maybe get a new location. Do school out in the hammock or the treehouse or a blanket on the lawn. Can you take school to a coffee shop or to the library? I encourage you to check out my Goodbye Boring, Hello Homeschool Fun and Eager Learners video from last year's Canadian Online Homeschool Conference. I gave you 25 ideas and games to make homeschool fun for your learners. They'll be asking you to do school, I promise. Mom, are you bored? It is natural for your interests to change as your children become more independent and need you less. What new hobby are you interested in? I remember my mom pulling out her sewing machine as we began leaving the house for university. She took classes for braiding wool rugs and painting. My cousin took up cross-stitching when she had never cross-stitched before. It brought her peace and calm as her toddler played. What will feed your soul and light you up again? You have a strong mom mindset when you change things up and do what refuels your soul. I bless you to remember that you are not alone in feeling like you are failing as a homeschool mom. It's normal to feel that way because you care so much and want to do all that you can to help your children to succeed. But don't let constantly feeling like you are failing drain you, make you second guess your mom intuition, or steal your joy. Renew your mind to your I am mom statements so that you keep a strong mom mindset and enjoy being the homeschool mom you want to be.